Hi guys, I thought I would come on and do a few flips of my fauxbonichi. Now I'm going to try and keep them to like 15 minutes long, so if I've still got days to show you, then I'll do a part 2 so that you can see what else I've done. So I've already showed you the first 2 pages of when I started in my other video. So after that was Saturday the 8th and Sunday the 9th, which on the group is the fauxbonichi group is stamps, stencils and stickers weekends. And excuse me a second guys, to get a quick drink. So one of the prompts, I think it was the drawing prompts or sketching prompts or something, was flavour, and I really didn't know what to put, so I kind of drew a pathetic strawberry. See it? And I wrote my favourite flavour is strawberry, yummy. I also got my new white signal pen there, and I kind of wrote that in there. I got my new white signal pen. I went to my brother's because they had to go out, and I had to stay in and wait in a parcel for them. The other drawing prompt was a fancy drink, but I can't draw either. I really can't draw. So I done a glass of water, or what's meant to be a glass of water, and I wrote, must drink more water, it's good for me. And it, like, I'm drinking pop, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Then here I've got these little stickers here. You can see it. It says "Seen It." I got this from a book that I got, and it was a bird watching book, and they give you these stickers so you can stick in when you've seen the birds. But I'm not using the book for that, I'm using the book for a journal, so I decided that I was just going to use the stickers in here, but unfortunately there's no lot, so I can't use it all the time. But I was watching Hell's Kitchen season 14 and MasterChef season 3, which is quite old, but I think it's like 2012. But I Love Us was the later prompt, and I just done some bubble writing here. The journal prompt was risk. What was the last risk you took? I really didn't know what to write, so I just stuck in this tag here. It says nothing is 100% risk free. Nothing, but the gains is the gain to be made is worth that risk. And I do apologise, but I can't remember if it was Sherry Habbins that sent me this, or Aunt Beth. No, Aunt Beth, Super Beth. I really can't remember now, I'm sorry. I do apologise. I know that Super Beth sent me a few wee tags and stuff like that, but I can't remember. Sunday, I went to my brother's like I always do. I always go to my brother's for Sunday dinner. But my other brother came up as well, and I don't get to see him much, him or his girlfriend, so he came up for dinner as well, and it was a really nice day. We spent time together, we chatted about the past, stuff we used to do when we were younger, and you know, we were catching up basically. And I got some stamps from Laurie Seabrook as well, and I just put an owl in here, and then I got this clock. I can't remember exactly who it was that I got this from, but it was definitely on one of my grab bags, and yeah, so I stuck that in there and wrote family time. And then I got my owl, which I got from Nicky Parr in Iraq. The lettering was "You are accepted," but I didn't do any fancy writing, I just wrote it in there. The hoot of a day and what a hoot I got from Nicky as well. And then here I wrote, had roast pork for dinner. I used a Good Times rub on because it was a good day and we did have good time. Seen it, I put here for SmackDown because I watched SmackDown that day. So that was that. Wait, we're at 5 minutes, that's cool. This is Monday the 10th and Tuesday the 11th. This was these prompts, these pages. So I watched non-stop. I need to get one of my Seen It stickers and put it there. I watched non-stop. In fact, I think there actually was one there and it's came off. I watched non-stop in The Whispers, season 1. That's the only season there is at the moment. I do suggest if you haven't seen The Whispers and you like kind of science fiction programs, then you'll like The Whispers. It's really good. And I was still watching MasterChef season 3. This liver here I got from Anne Williamson. This was just out a Kinder Surprise egg, and I just stuck that on there just to fill up the page. The journal prompt, the fauxbonichi journalers group, as this, well, I think I mentioned in my last video that they do prompts and stuff to help, fill out the space that if you've always got a lot to say that day and you've got plenty of white space, then it just gives you some little prompts just to add more stuff in to use up that space. So the journal prompt for that day was, who do I look up to? And I wrote, that's easy. I look up to my big brother Stephen because he's the strongest person I know. He's in constant pain every day, but he still gets up and goes to work every day and takes care of Louise and me. I don't know what I would do without him. He is what keeps me going every day. I love my big bro. So that's what I wrote. Tuesday was Tango Tuesday and Amy did some frames. Mine's aren't as great because I really can't tango to help myself, but these were my frames. It was also Robin Williams. Sadly, it was a year since he'd passed. So what I done was I used one of his prompts. I wasn't having a great day. It was a really bad day for me on Tuesday, and I decided to use an appropriate prompt, an appropriate quote of his to sum up my day really. And it was, you'll have bad times, but it'll always wait. I'll start again. You'll have bad times, but it'll always wake you up to the good stuff you weren't paying attention to. And obviously that was by Robin Williams. Then underneath that I wrote this, it has now been a year since Robin Williams passed away. The above quote is from one of my favourite movies, Good Will Hunting. Rest in peace. Well, R.I.P. Robin, you are greatly missed. And he is. It's I loved Robin Williams. He was amazing, so funny. And I am going to do a Robin Williams movie marathon one day. I just don't know when I'm going to do it. Might do it this weekend actually. Then on the other one, I done these wee frames here, these curly ones. See the curly ones? And these were gel pens I actually got as well the other day. I wrote, had a good night after a bad day on Skype with Sarah at 2 a.m. We were talking about food we used to eat when we were younger, lol. And she broke her chair, lol. It was a really good night, and I just couldn't sleep, she couldn't sleep, so we were up at 2, I messaged her, and we decided to go on Skype, and we were on till 5 in the morning, just chatting and giggling away about all sorts. We were talking about how the food we used to get when we were younger, because it was affordable, corned beef, potatoes and beans or something like that. because that's what our mums or dads or both could afford. And these days everything's just so expensive now. It's like, you think back to when you were younger and you're like, God, my mum used to give me that because it was the only thing she could afford. And now you look at it and there's like £2.50 or something for a tin of corned beef, and it's like crazy, the prices. And we'll talk about how you used to be able to spend 10 pence for a packet of crisps, and now it's like 30 pence a pack. So that's basically what we're talking about as well. And she did break her chair, and it was quite funny. And she was eating Watsits at 2 in the morning, and we were laughing about that as well. And one of the journal prompts from the fauxbonichi journalers was, on a scale from 1 to 10, how was your day? And as I say, my day was pretty rubbish, so I put a 2. So I just put, on a scale from 1 to 10, my day was a 2. Then on Wednesday, no, I can't draw, but I did attempt it, and I'm quite proud of it, because when I showed Eileen it the other day, she knew exactly what it was, so it's like, yay! But the whimsical Wednesday was that we were to draw our favourite cartoon when we were a kid, and mine was Hey Arnold. And as I say, this was my drawing, and I'm quite proud of it, because as I say, I showed Eileen it, and she's like, oh, that's that cartoon with the football head, and I was like, yay! So she knew what it was. I was still having quite a bad day, so I used this. Wait, you can see it. So Sherry Habbins gave me this as well. It was a twin chain, and it says you're important. And she also gave me this. And I had kind of wrote, because I say I was still having a bad day. It was probably a bad week, to be honest with you. So I wrote under that, under the Hey Arnold, I wrote, Hey Arnold was one of my favourite cartoons when I was younger. Then under the You're Important, I wrote, not feeling very important today, so I added this tag from Sherry Habin to remind me that I am. And then the peace sign, I wrote, I just want to be left in peace today, because I just really didn't feel like talking to anyone. Just try to see how many more pages I've got, if I can. Yeah, I think I'll manage one more page. So Thursday, this is Thursday's page. And it was listed Thursday. The top mottos were, so you list your top 10 or whatever mottos, so I managed to get 8. My first one was live, laugh, love. Second is YOLO. Third is this is not the end of me, this is the beginning. It's not really as much as a motto, it's song lyrics, but they do mean a lot to me, and it kind of is a motto that I want to live by, because when I'm having a bad day and I feel like giving up or whatever, I listen to that song and it kind of pucks me up and gives me the motivation, it kind of wakes me up, and so the push that I don't give up. Just Breathe was another one, that was number 4. Number 5 was Follow Your Heart. Number 6 is Take It One Day at a Time. 7 is Life isn't about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself. And I like that as well, because I'm an artist. Well, a beginner artist or whatever. I wouldn't call myself a fool. I don't know. I guess I am an artist, I do art, so I just don't sell anything, but I suppose that's not really what being an artist is about, really. It's just about the creating, so yeah, I'm an artist. And 8 is a quote that Kelly Donovan says, and it does, it is a really good motto, and it is, be kind to each other, you never know a battle someone else is fighting. And I love that quote, so I put that in there. I done this fauxbonichi because I'm getting quite forgetful in my old age. I know I'm not that old, I'm only 30, but when you suffer from depression, your mind goes like mush as well, so you forget a lot of things. So I forgot when my dentist appointment was, so I had to call the dentist and find out. So I put that in here, and as I say, this is why I've started this, so that I can put little snippets of information in, so that I can remember. I chatted with Sarah on Skype that day as well. One of the doodle prompts was a clock, but I decided to take the prompt and just put a wood veneer in there, and I wrote time flies, because I didn't feel like drawing that day, so I just put a clock, a wood veneer one, and I need to start using up my wood veneers. So I thought, why not use it in there? And it was payday, but I had to stay in because I had a parcel coming, so I couldn't go out and go shopping that day. So anyway guys, that's it for part 1, and I'll come back with part 2 in a second. So I'll speak to you in a bit. Bye.